Today I'm going to be showing you how to restrict the values of a field in Microsoft Access to a predefined lookup list. This tutorial is intended for LabKeeper archivists working on the database transition project. As we transition away from Excel to an Access database management system for our archival inventory, it's very important that this data remains consistent. It's preferable to use a predefined list of values to define a field rather than typing data in manually. After completing this tutorial, you should be able to create a lookup list using the Lookup wizard in Microsoft Access, make changes to the lookup list as needed, and use the lookup list to select an appropriate choice when entering data into the database. I'm working here with an existing database. To begin, open the table with the field you want to restrict in Design View. Here, I've opened the record table. We only archive a few types of records, so I want to restrict the record type to allow just those types. To do so, I've clicked on Data Type and selected Lookup Wizard. Here's the Lookup Wizard. In this case, I'm going to type in the values that I want, so I will choose the second option. On the next screen, I can type in the choices that we want to have. Slides for microscope slides, blocks for paraffin blocks, wet tissue for tissue samples stored in formalin, and product sample for the product samples that we retain. Next, type in the name, record type, and yes, I do want to limit entries to the choices available. However, we do not want to allow multiple values. Each record will be only one record type. Now, if I go back to the datasheet view and try to add data to my record type field, the drop-down box appears and it will only let me select one of the predefined choices. If I try to type something else like goo, Access tells me no, you can't do that. Actually, what it tells me is the text you entered isn't an item on the list. Select an item from the list or enter text that matches one of your items. But suppose we need to make a change to that approved list of values. To do that, I've gone back to Design View, selected the Record Type field, and at the bottom of the screen you can see that there are two tabs, General and Lookup. Click on Lookup and you'll see the fields for row source type, row source, and so on. You can see that in the row source field, the selections we've already entered appear in quotation marks separated by semicolons. Let's say that the new record type that we want to include is paperwork. I'm going to scroll down to the box and enter another semicolon, quote, paperwork, end the quote, and save. Now, when I switch back to Datasheet View, if I want to enter another record, I can select from the record type box, paperwork. All right, let's wrap things up. In order to create a list of valid values for the user to choose from in a field, you can use the Lookup wizard. The wizard will also let you decide how restrictive you want to make their choices and whether or not to allow multiple values. Either in the datasheet view or through a form, the user can then choose from the menu of valid values from a drop-down list or by typing the matching text into the field. Finally, if you need to make a change to the list of values for the lookup list, you can do so by clicking the Lookup tab for the field in Design View and editing the text in the row source. Thanks for watching this tutorial. I hope you find it of use as we build our new databases at LabKeeper. Keep an eye out for places where we can use lookup lists to keep our data as consistent and error-free as possible.